Hey knitters, it's Monday already again. How did that happen? So last week was kind of a slow week here on the 5AK. I made a video and Amber made a video, but then the rest of the week people were really busy and didn't get a chance to make videos. So let's cross our fingers that this week we have more videos on this channel. It's totally cool. It's that time of year when things are just like out of control, crazy busy. But yeah. Sometimes it's nice to have a little online friend support. So I support you. Go forth and kick ass on finals and come back and make videos. So for the theme this week, I was thinking about doing what you're reading right now because I read something really interesting that I want to talk about, but I realized that not everyone has time to read right now. And that people are just going to be like, I'm too busy with schoolwork to read. So what the topic is instead going to be is something interesting that you're learning about or writing about or reading about in one of your classes or for your practical or in your life, anything you want, just something that you have been thinking about or that you think is really fascinating, or basically pretty much this is whatever you want to talk about. But I just want to know like what you guys are learning about in your lives, because I think learning is really exciting, and because I want to share with you this cool thing that I learned. So yeah, that's the theme this week. If any subscribers want to leave comments, you should totally do that because it's freaking awesome. Okay, so a couple days ago I finished reading this book called White Teeth by Zadie Smith. And the interesting thing about me reading this book is that I read it at almost exactly the same time last year for one of my other classes. I read it for a class here called Contemporary Literature. And I started it on the same exact day as I did last year, and I finished it a little quicker this time, which makes sense because I already read it before. But yeah, so I've never really done something like that before. Like, I read a lot, but I've never picked up a book exactly a year later and read it again. And it was totally an accident. Like, I just got it assigned to me both times. But it's set in East London, and it's about immigrants, and it's a really good book. I recommend it. It's kind of long, but it's really funny and quite endearing, I would say. I think I liked it a little better the second time around because I got some of the humor a bit more. I wasn't taking it as seriously as the first time. However, it's just so interesting for me to see what I didn't know last year and like what I understand about the book now. I've actually been to London twice since, and we kind of stayed in East London, probably not the East London that's in this book, but I recognized some of the names of like the neighborhoods and stuff, and like had like a geographical reference like for where they are, and that was really exciting because I had never been to London before. I had dreamed about it my whole life, but now I have that to back up my reading of this book. And also, there's a lot of pop culture references in here, and there's like a lot of pop culture references that I'm sure I didn't understand last year that I get now, which is crazy, and it makes me really excited that I'm still learning and growing enough to like tangibly notice like how different this book is for me on the second read through exactly a year later. So yeah, it's just exciting for me to know that I've grown like noticeably since this time last year. Like, when you're in college, you like know that you should be like developing and growing, but sometimes you don't have a lot of evidence for it because it feels like you do the same stuff over and over and over again, like writing essays and reading books and blah blah blah. But yeah, it was nice to have some tangible evidence that I am making progress in my life. So that's the exciting thing that I'm learning about recently, and I'd like to hear what you are because I think it's really exciting to learn. Nerd! I've been doing a ton of knitting for the craft fair. I have a pretty tight schedule that I'm trying to stick to, but it's kind of high pressure because I have to knit like whole mittens in like a day with class and stuff, and that's really stressful. But I'm trying to keep up with it. We'll see if it works. I hope it does because I need to have some stuff finished. But I've been working on the girl color of the little kid mittens. I knit this mug sleeve last night. It's like to go around your mug like that. It's not quite finished, obviously. Then it has a button on the back over here. The mug sleeve. We got some guy-sized mittens. Got some finished ones of those. I've been working on some lady mittens. Then we got various pieces of bear hats. Basically, it's just like knitting explosion in my room right now. But yeah, craft fairs coming up, Christmas, exciting things happening. I'm gonna keep it short, relatively short, since we didn't have any videos last week. Feel free to keep it short in your videos too. Just say hi and tell us what you learned or whatever, or don't, or tell us how stressed you are about finals. That's cool too. And yeah, I hope everyone has a fantastic week. Stay strong at the end of the semester because it's not easy, but you can do it. You've done it before and you're awesome. And Kayla only has like 0 days until graduation or something. Probably not 0, but it's definitely in the single digits by now. So congratulations, Kayla, on kicking school's butt, and I will see Amber tomorrow. Bye!